know nothing with any certainty, but the sight of the stars make me dream.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Oh, shit, Chili.
What's happening?
What's going on, brother?
Oh, not very much.
Man, show 93. Welcome to the AlfromDtown&Chili442 Show. Hope
yes. Welcome.
Yeah, but with some help, I threw a little intro together. So, but, did you, you have a decision to make real quick.
Whoa.
Because we always start with, some kind of list. So I'm going to let you pick the list tonight.
Okay.
All right. 15 things once true that are no longer truth anymore. Or 15 signs you're a problematic person.
I like the first one. It sounds more intriguing.
Okay. But we're going to put that one back on the back burner because I bet you I got 12 of them motherfuckers.
Oh, at least.
Okay. These are 15 once true things that are no longer truth anymore. Ready to go?
Yeah.
The camera never lies. It said, this one is terrifying truth. Do you remember when you could say the camera doesn't lie regarding a photo or video evidence? In today's current climate of deep fake videos and AI-generated images and voices, it lies all the time.
That's absolutely true.
And scary.
I was flipping through, the feed earlier, and it came at some site two girls, with holding mugs of beer, and you look down, and this one, and you're like, the way she's holding this mug of beer looks really odd, and then you're like, what's even more odd is this woman has 6 fingers. AI is still struggling with hands, I guess. I don't know, but man, this stuff is so excellently faked. The videos, the pictures, everything. That's absolutely true. That is absolutely true.
Number 2, a college degree will get you places.
Man, it helps, but it's
only 46% of college grads surveyed said they currently work in the field of study. That, 29% report working in a different field, while 16% of those under the age of 54 say they are currently unemployed.
That's interesting.
You better learn how to do something.
Well, and that's it exactly. A college degree doesn't mean you know everything. To me, it means you're trainable. You've proven that you can
Hmm.
acquire some knowledge, apply it in some way, and move on with your life and complete something. It doesn't mean you know everything. I always hated that, like working somewhere. Oh, you're a college boy. You tell me you guys know everything. No, dude. I'm just here to try to
I
solve a
smoked a lot of
problem or
weed in
whatever.
college.
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't want to, leave. I don't know. It was an option there, and I took it.
Right,
Sorry.
right.
Um, yeah, that's very good points there.
Number three, texting takes too long. Just call me. I was someone who would say texting takes too long. Just call. I'm still that guy. If I got a lot to text you, and people probably cuss me out, but I don't give a shit. We fitting to talk.
I know what you mean sometimes. Like, I don't want to type all that or sit there and
Right.
do the voice to text and then go back and edit
I
it
do
and so I
voice.
don't look retarded and
Yeah, no,
yeah.
I don't even care if I look retarded. I don't care if you think I'm going to go, dump
Yeah.
in the lake.
Good points.
Four, Pluto is a planet. I think this is an old thing because didn't it get put back on? Isn't it a
Oh, is it?
planet again?
Oh, did they reinstate it? Yeah, they kind of did. Boy, that's
I
been a
think they
while.
did. Is
Uh,
Pluto a planet? Hold on. I think they went back and read. Yes. Yeah. So this is a kind of old. When did they do it? It's just been recently. Because I know there for a while they took it off.
Yeah, I do remember.
Five, this one's good. Don't get into strangers' cars. They always told you that. And now we call a stranger to come to our crib, pick us up, and take us to the store.
They've been screened. It's fine. That's a good call, and people just hopping in vehicles, pull up somewhere. Oh, this is my ride. Hop in. No,
You
get
can,
out.
Evan, I know this is going to upset you because this was going to be your winter hobby. You can save money by sewing your own clothing. Is no longer true, Evan.
You can buy clothes pretty cheap.
The fabric alone can cost the equivalent or more than just buying the garment at Kohl's.
Yeah, or thrift stores. You'd
Oh
be
no,
amazed sometimes what you come up with.
number seven, I can totally. Oh God, I'm gonna get my blood boiling talking about this one. Loyalty to a company will get you rewarded.
No,
No, never. Even if it's a small mom and pop's place.
no. The companies used to take care of people, and now it's you know, um, thanks for what you did, but cutback. See ya out. It just unless
Uh,
you're connected.
right. Working an entry level summer job will pay for a year's tuition.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, maybe back in the like 70s and shit.
Oh, I remember that line all the time. I worked my way through college waiting tables or busing tables, and like, not today. No, 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 you're not. It's
Number
just,
number nine's true, Evan. It's cheaper to repair than to replace something.
mm,
When
I,
uh
s-
when my refrigerator went out, I had Dwayne Allgood come out and look at it, and he showed me the price of that board, and I went out and bought a new fridge.
yeah, same with compressors. Fridge, yeah, the compressors, things like fridges you don't really fix anymore, anything
No,
major. Um, that's very common in a lot. It's just everything's designed obsolescence. And man, our washing machine is down. The guy's supposed to come tomorrow. The guy was here last Tuesday. This has got to be the 20th or 30th something range call. I think this time that they've been out to, and they have to decide if they're going to finally just scrap our washer and give us a deal on a new one.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how this thing is just in a couple of
Well,
years.
everything's
It's
junk,
just
man.
it's horrible. This guy's replaced the board. He replaced some sensor. He actually replaced like two boards, and one has already gone bad. So he has another one ordered. They replaced the motor. Last time he was here, he replaced and got it running. He replaced this whole harness, and it looked like it was a harness that would come out of a car. You know what I mean? Like the engine compartment of
Yeah,
a car.
yeah,
It's amazing how much electrical and all these connectors and shit. It's just stupid. It's
yeah.
just stupid.
Uh, Number 10 on 15 once true things that are no longer truth anymore. Hard work pays off. I don't know. I think so.
That's iffy.
I mean, yeah. If you're big, if you're doing it for a big corporation, probably not as much, because they're really, they can get. Say I was at a plant painting rail cars one time, even though I was the best one out there and everything, it didn't matter. I still got the same pay raise and everything as everybody else. So,
Yeah, sometimes when you're locked into situations like that, yeah,
I
it
knew
doesn't matter
this.
what you do.
11 is till death do us part.
Huh.
40 to
Yeah.
50% of first marriages end in divorce, and the divorce rate for the second marriage is between 60 to 67%.
Huh.
A person making okay money can buy a starter home.
Hold on a second. Can we back up?
Yep.
I watched this video the other day. This guy had his wife was terminally ill. I can't remember. It was Alzheimer's or something, and she'd gone where she was just nothing anymore. He was still he was taking care of her and everything. He had a girlfriend, and she lived with him, and they both took care of his ex.
Hell
And
yeah.
it was far out because he's like, and people are like, to death do you part, and for better or for worse, but that doesn't mean you've got to end your life. It was pretty interesting. I don't know how I would be in that whole situation, but I can't knock this dude and for going on with his life, but taking care of the woman who's always been the love of his life.
Right, right. I don't know where he's going. He's driving me nuts, man. A person making okay money can buy a starter home.
It's tough, man. Not much anymore.
Yeah. I mean, in the hood, you're starting in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor's care. Ooh. But now most of them, it says prescribing pills to manage symptoms of things that now could be entirely healed by dietary changes.
Absolutely. That's sad. That's what I said before. Doctors have, two tools in their toolbox, surgery or pills, and that's how they approach everything.
Number 14, summertime is the perfect time to do outdoor things.
You like getting beaten by mosquitoes and getting sunburns. I mean, it's
They keep
optional.
talking about 90-degree. Man, we've had 90-degree weather around here all the time. I remember 2 years like detasseling, and like the whole month we did that, it was like 110 with the heat index and everything. They just made sure we came out and drank water and shit.
Yeah. Well, we got to hype up the whole global warming, climate change, whatever.
15. The government is for the people. I swear to God, I did not find this on purpose, but boy, that is something I would say.
Yeah, that doesn't even need to be commented on.
No, it sure don't. Evan, I wanted to get that list done pretty quick because if you haven't noticed, I am wearing my Tupac Shakur shirt.
I didn't notice. I can only the cam I see you. I only see you from the head up
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
or neck up, should I say?
I'm wearing
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm looking at the feed now. Gotcha.
A Tupac
Nice.
Shakur shirt. They finally have made an arrest in his murder.
Hmm.
1996 was when Tupac was killed.
Wow, that's right.
Now this guy that they arrested, he has been all over. You can go on YouTube and you can see where he admits being in the car. He says he didn't shoot it. He said he tried to pass a gun to one guy and he didn't want it, so he passed it to the other guy. And then that
That's what they
guy,
all say.
yep, and then that guy shot Tupac. Here's the thing. He is the only one left alive out of all four of those people.
Really?
Yeah. So, I mean, and he's got an agreement with LA County that anything he says, they cannot go back and charge him with. Here's the problem with that. That murder happened in Las Vegas. So LA County really doesn't have anything to do with it.
Okay, I buy that.
But I don't know. There's a lot of people that are also looking at are saying Puff Daddy had something to do with it. Now, the story that Keefe D has told, and I'm not doing no conspiracy theory. This is what the man said. You can go find the interview. I think Vlad, and you can't play none of his clips. Or
Who said? What's this person?
Vlad TV. He does interviews and everything. But the guy that got arrested is Keefe D.
Keefe D.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not familiar with him.
Well, he's the one that just got arrested.
Okay.
And so, but he says that P. Diddy put a $250,000 bounty on a death row chain. Okay. So supposedly there was a little altercation at a mall earlier, and Orlando Anderson was, and he is Keefe D's nephew. So when they saw him later that night at the fight at the MGM, he went and they jumped him. Tupac, Suge Knight, a bunch of death row guys just, start jumping him. And I hate to say this, but Orlando Anderson was like a rolling 60 Crip or something.
A rolling 60?
Yeah, like it's a Crip. They're from Compton. Okay. So this dude, he can't be getting stomped out by, some little rapper dude. Because Tupac wasn't a very big guy. So I don't think there's any conspiracy in that murder. I think, what happened, and man, if you, that dude could not have went back home if he would have let that shit slide. Yeah. Because that's a different mentality in the hood.
That's true. It is true. They don't back down.
So. Hey. Tanner. He's over there by my internet tower, and he's making me very nervous.
I got you. So I was watching about P. Diddy as a female, and I can't remember her name, but she was naming all the people who had started with the record company with P. Diddy and how all of them were dead. And it's pretty ballsy of her to come out and, put some claims on some things. But for him to order a hit, I mean, if somebody, you hire a killer, you pay too. I mean, it's not all on them if they get killed.
But I don't think it was a hit on Tupac. See, I think it was a hit on the chain, and it escalated into that. And number one, I
see.
There's two people that are going to tell this story, and that's Keefe D, which he's told it, and P. Diddy really hasn't said anything about it. You know,
he
so, and he's not going to admit to that. It'd be stupid as hell to say, yeah, I offered a bounty for a chain.
Right.
Because you just put the whole, you know, I mean, it was a reaction to a reaction. Hey, man, give me 1 second.
Oh, man. He's going to toss him in the bedroom. And there he is.
He's
Go
over
put him in
there, and I
jail?
don't know what he's doing, but he's going to unplug my internet.
Did you go put him in jail?
Yeah. No, well, I threw him off not the banister, or I threw him over the couch. And I got baby gates up so he can't get over here, and I had to move the chair because he was jumping off the couch into the chair.
Yeah.
He's kind of a little dick.
Yeah, that's what they are.
So anyway, no, now the Biggie thing, I kind of have more questions about that more than I do about the Tupac murder. Because I think that was just, I mean, I don't know. I know P. Diddy used the Bloods, or I mean the Crips, because Keefe D was a Crip. So they used the Crips for protection when they came out to L.A. So, and you know, Suge was a Blood, a Pyru, so.
What is Snoop?
Snoop's a Crip.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
there's some stories if you want to go on YouTube and check those out too of Snoop and Death Row.
Well, I mean, he was deep in it years ago. I mean, he was up for murder and all that, you know.
And the last time, yeah, there was some kind of bad blood between Tupac and I think Tupac. I don't want to mispronounce his name, but he's the dude in the martial arts movies, the black guy. He's badass. Hold on.
Oh, you got me.
He said something that just kind of Michael Jai White, and he said Tupac was living in a reality that really wasn't his. And you know, he was sitting and trying to do gangster stuff.
Yeah.
And he really, you know, he didn't want to rep Blood or Crip. He wanted to be, you know, a solid one, but man, that's kind of hard to do when you got these guys out here that live that life every day.
Yeah, you can't act it.
No. And I think that's, I hate to say it, but I really think that's what got Tupac killed. Now, did Diddy put a hit on him? I don't think so. Do I think that there was maybe money awarded for a death row chain? Yeah, shit like that happened back then.
Uh-huh.
You know, it still happens to this day, rappers getting their chains snatched.
Wow.
You know? So, I mean,
What we put importance on, it's fascinating.
now the Biggie thing, there's a couple things that bother me about that, because at one time there was two ex LA cops that were being looked at. And now the file is sealed on that case for 50 years. Why would you seal a case for 50 years? And that there's an FBI agent, a retired FBI agent, that came and said he heard two LA detectives say this would bury the LAPD.
But sealing away,
Yeah, but now
that's not
it's
suspicious right there.
there's got to be a way around that. That's bullshit. I mean, if that FBI guy is correct, then yeah, man, you got to look into that. But here's what I want to know, cuz
Yeah,
there's a lot of shit coming out about the Biggie thing too. Because now, not only is this case opened up, but everybody's also starting to look at Big. And why in the hell would you go to California that soon after everybody in LA loved Tupac? Tupac on the West Coast he was a god. That man's dead and you're going to go in. I think that was dumb. Whoever booked that, man.
yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about there. I don't know if anyone else does.
What?
Wait,
Biggie?
we were talking about. Never mind.
You know who Biggie is, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I didn't follow his whole murder and everything.
Oh, well, he went to California right after Tupac got killed. Like a few months after, and started doing these like album release parties and shit. Bad idea. Because now, listen, at the time when that happened, I mean, everybody thought it was because of the East Coast, West Coast beef. I mean, even though most of us knew that, no, he got smoked by some gangbangers for jumping on one of them. But anyway, I'm trying to educate you on Tupac, Evan.
Man, I never followed all this years ago. It got to the point it was where rap, it was just so much rap and it got oversaturated. And I just got kind of sick of it. And I kind of turned off to it for a while. Now I've gone back and listened to some, but I've listened to some Tupac, but I've never really followed everything that was going on back then.
Man, Tupac, when he first came out, dude, I like a lot of Tupac's earlier stuff. The stuff when he got out of prison, it just, and I know prison hardens people and shit like that, but it was, that's when the thug thing went. And like before that, it was like singing about crackhead moms and shit, but shining a light on that situation. My opinion, anyway. I keep hitting the wrong damn button, Evan. All right, you ready for some weird and wacky news from around the world, Evan?
Yeah, what do you got?
Feds must release secret record on Nazis in Canada. Says we cannot move forward. So if you are a Nazi living in Canada, it's probably time to move.
Yeah.
But ain't these guys going to be like 90-something years old?
They got to be. I mean,
Hide their
original OG.
remote. Hide their remote for 6 months. They'll be dead. I'm just saying. Coal mine collapsed under Metro East grocery store.
Oh. It's a big sinkhole.
Yeah.
Anybody just sucked in?
It does. Does it? Oh, does it happen? Oh, I can't play that video. No. No, it just says a collapsing coal mine is causing everything built above it to adjust. It is impacting a few nearby houses also. This is in St. Louis, Missouri, Evan.
I could see that.
Just right over there across a creek.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. If you're going to we'll stay away from this food mart. It's a Metro East grocery store.
Yeah, it happens quite often.
Canadian man eats 135 Carolina Reaper peppers in one sitting. Evan, for $1, I think you can eat 140.
130 peppers?
Carolina Reapers.
I don't know how people do that.
I don't either. I like
But
jalapenos. Anything much. Now I like it in like dry spice, but man, there's some people that can like eat them peppers raw and shit. I ain't that guy. I like.
it must be a certain body chemistry or something. It's not human, it's not normal. Some of them will kill you. I mean, quickly.
Well, remember they took that one chip challenge shit out away because there was like a teenager that died of it.
I watched someone do it on Facebook and they were miserable for hours, hours. I wouldn't do it. I watched them. I'm just not into hot stuff, and your your whole gut chemistry is just something I just don't want to disturb. That can mess you up for a while.
Jiu-jitsu star chokes Alex Jones unconscious on his podcast. Come on, Evan. Let me hire a karate guy.
How many people have wanted to choke out Alex Jones?
I know, right? Hey, Popeye's employee fired after being accused of selling drugs, shooting at a person who came to buy while on the clock.
Trying to get him fired. Go through the drive-through to get your drugs.
Oh
man.
my God. Evan,
Yes.
for $1, and your trivia question for this Monday evening. What collection includes whiskey and wasabi flavors? Now, Evan, I'm going to... man, I can't... I want to give you a real good hint. I think I am. 7 out of 10 dentists recommend this, Evan.
Toothpaste?
Yes, sir.
No way.
Yes. The world's largest toothpaste collection includes whiskey and wasabi flavors.
Wow. You need whiskey flavored toothpaste that's backward. Usually never mind.
Evan, you want to go double or nothing on this question?
Sure.
Okay. How many tubes of toothpaste are in his collection? I'll tell you now. It's a 4-digit number, Evan. And if you get within 500, I'll give it to you.
1,730.
2,037, Evan. You win your...
That was within.
Yeah, you got it. Congratulations.
Thank you. $2.
$2 richer. Costco says it has 1 ounce gold bars and they are real and they have been selling out in hours.
Really?
Yeah. Where in the fuck is Costco getting gold bars?
What kind of security does Costco have?
I don't think they're going to say on the website, we have Slack security.
A little master lock at the front door, and no one's there at night. Come on. Wow, that's got to be protected. No, that's funny. Costco.
Hey, it says the retailer limits them to 2 per member, but typically sell out within a few hours. Rand Refinery Gold Bars cost $1,950 each, while the PAMP bars, PAMP, all in capitals, are $1,980. I've gotten a couple calls. People ask if they could put it on their what, Evan?
Credit card?
No.
Layaway?
They wanted to put them on their food stamp card, Evan.
I didn't think you buy a gold bar for like that cheap. That's interesting. I would figure they were worth more. I don't know.
I know. I kind of thought
Never
so
priced
too.
out a gold bar.
Yeah.
I'm trying to buy groceries over here.
Oh man. No, I don't know about this. Oh, see, nah, fuck all this. Wally, the emotional support alligator, went to see the Phillies, and people are kind of pissed off about it.
Why?
You know what? I'm kind of one of them, Evan. You don't need that motherfucker, man. Come on. Get a dog. And this ain't no. Hold on. I'm going to get a picture because this ain't no little damn alligator. It ain't. That's stupid. That thing is big enough. Dang it. I can't get the picture any bigger.
Yeah, we'll see.
You'll have to zoom in on. He's walking it on a leash. Oh. But yeah, right there. He's walking this damn thing on a leash.
No one needs an emotional support.
No. Look, if you want to have it as a pet at your house, if you want to build you a little lake and, feed that motherfucker cows, I don't care. As long as it's on your property. But you do not need to bring. What the fuck is next? Is some dude gonna? I got an emotional support shark, and he's gonna bring a motherfucking big ass 3,000-gallon tank wherever he goes. Man, this shit needs to. If these people don't stop, man, I'm gonna quit my job and just go around the country smacking stupid motherfuckers.
My emotional support hippopotamus.
And look, if you got all that shit in your house, all them exotic spiders and snakes, don't be offended if you invite me over and I stay out on the porch. I don't care if it's motherfucking snowing. I'm fine. Shit. Do what you want to do. But, come on, man. An emotional support alligator. What kind of bullshit is that?
Yeah,
Just say
don't
you
take
got
it
a
in
pet
public.
gator you want to be a douche and walk around with. An emotion.
People.
You know what? I'm going to go out and I'm going to find me a cockroach or something nasty, a big old D-town rat. And I'm going to tame this motherfucker. And I'm going to take him into the finest restaurants, which is like the Hardee's down there by the truck stop in Decatur. But I'm going to start taking him downtown and shit. No, man, you can't kick me out. This is my emotional support rat.
Yeah, have a little harness on him, a little leash.
Stupid ass people. No, because then I'd want to smack myself.
He keeps me calm. While everybody's freaking out, I don't seem so uptight. I feel it, Yeah. That's emotional support right there.
What the fuck? Cher accused of hiring men to kidnap her son. Cher has been accused of hiring men to kidnap her son from a hotel where he was staying with his wife last year. Wait a minute, how old is he?
You're talking about
Cher.
Chaz?
Yeah.
Oh, Cher's wife. She's up there.
Elijah Blue Allman's wife. Court documents filed by What the fuck is going on here? The pair had reportedly been at the hotel attempting to save their marriage after filing for divorce in 2021. Miss King said she and Mr. Allman spent 12 days at the hotel working out the marriage. Damn, 12 days. I was told by one of the four men who took Cher's son by force they were hired by Mr. Allman's mother. So, yeah, it must be Shaz, or I guess.
No,
She got
Elijah Blue Allman. Yeah, that was Greg Allman, her and Greg Allman.
okay.
I always thought there was just Chaz. There was Chaz Bono, but yeah, that's right. Greg Allman. That's right. She got with him. I guess I'd missed that.
Wow. Man.
Cher's 77.
Yeah, she's Evan, when we lost our jobs at the first of the year, I did that door dashing for a little bit. This guy
Yeah.
did too. A DoorDash driver went a little off-roading trying to make a delivery in Middletown. I think it's up north somewhere. The driver said they were making their way for a Dunkin' Donuts delivery, which we're going to talk about Dunkin' Donuts in a minute. On Mill Street, and was following the GPS when they began driving down a dirt road and somehow ended in a body of water. The driver was able to escape the vehicle with the delivery order and walk to a nearby address to call for help.
That's rough.
Why is he arrested? According to police, he will be charged with negligent operation of a motor vehicle. Wow.
That's cold. That's
Man,
cold.
lucky people can't go to jail in this town. Man, it would kill all the traffic on the road. Man, I was doing 50 going down 22nd Street, coming home and getting past.
Really?
Yeah, I felt like the old man.
Yeah, I was on a 2-lane road coming home last night, and I just got off the highway, so my your brain is still fast, and so I'm like, wait a minute, and there's a car on my ass, and I'm running 70. I'm like, this is a 55 zone, and this guy came around and passed me. I'm only doing 15 over.
Florida
People
man,
slow down.
74, attacked by rabid otter while feeding the ducks. No good deed goes
He was attacked by an otter. I've never heard anybody be
A-
attacked by an otter.
a rabid otter. This some bitch, he probably got off the beach. You know how people are always finding that cocaine on the beach and stuff?
Yeah,
And always
Square
turning
groupers.
it in. Dummies. It'd be a couple kilos short, and I'd be pulling up in a Benz. But anyway, this otter probably got into one of those packages and just went off on some violent, deadly coke spree. And
I
this,
can't believe something actually rabid. You always like, as a kid, they always talk about rabid dogs and everything. It's kind of like quicksand. It's never been an issue in my life, a rabid animal. But hey, this guy got it by a rabid otter. Rough one.
you want to know what I did this weekend, Evan?
What'd you do?
Shirtless man leads police on bizarre slow speed chase in golf cart with a dog in his lap.
Okay.
Could you not see me getting arrested for that?
I could see that being very common. I mean, the little town of Chillicothe near us, they're allowed to drive golf carts around town. So I imagine stuff like that happens.
Oh, I would say so. And that's
Pretty cool, actually.
I would yeah. I'd rather have a golf cart town, especially
Yeah.
like at the bar and everything. But they probably got some damn. You can get a DUI on a lawnmower now.
Oh, yeah, you can. But you could have a legal golf cart as long as it has lights and everything, and you can't drive down the main like highway that goes through the town, but you can cross it. But other than that, as long as it's whatever licensed or whatever, you can have a golf cart. Pretty wild.
Hell yeah. Well, there is no new Dave Moreland's Bozo Criminal of the Day. So we're going to end it on the thought of me shirtless in a golf cart, hat on backwards. And if it's my golf cart, I'm going to have a sub in there. And I'm going to be playing some NWA. I'm not going to say what song, but I bet you can guess.
Mm.
Have SWAT team after me. That'd be an awesome way to go.
And make the papers.
What time are we at, Evan?
1:45.
1:45. Shit, we got about 15 minutes. You got anything?
No, not much. I don't think sometimes I make some notes and
I know. Seeing
no,
if
I guess we
anybody.
already talked about Tupac,
Yeah.
Russell Brand. There's nothing new there. That's just
That
dumb
dude,
stuff.
I never did like. I mean, he's all right, man. But I think he kind of got a little. I don't know.
He,
I think he got burned out a little bit.
he's a fraud. He's just an absolute. He's just one of those.
I see Evan
He's.
don't
I hate
like
to
him.
use the term disinformation agent, and everything, but I mean, he's one of those. He doesn't tell anybody anything they don't know, and why people look up to his shtick. He's hard to follow for me, and and he flashes his 33 tattoo, and I'm like, give me a break. He's one of the club, and it just he's getting his pee slapped in public, so they keep him in check, but it's dumb. Um, anyway, we don't need to continue on that.
Did you have a? Man, I don't know why. Did you have a $6 million man, Evan?
One of those like I never got into like toys, figurines, and stuff like that. I didn't have one myself.
This could have been the worst thing for a kid because if you notice, there is no eye.
You look through his head,
Yeah,
right?
you look through the back of his head, and it was like that was a horrible toy.
It was kind of freaky.
Yeah. That picture popped up, and I was just like, shit. What the hell?
Well, there was the bionic woman. She had like a panel in her leg that popped out, and there was like circuit board in there, and I remember them.
The $6 million man. Let's check the chat. Kyle
Probably
says
go for some money these days.
Kyle says, Al, tell him how you can play the flute with no hands. F off, Kyle. Matt Rice said, let's talk about deer hunting. That's all Matt's gonna be about for dude.
Yeah.
Dude comes up and goes, look at this, Al. And he shows me his phone. Pulls up his backyard where he's got some woods and shit. He's like, that's right now. That's live.
Oh, yeah, we get them in our yard.
Oh, man. Yeah, I got a bunch of them over next door at the zoo. They're already pinned up. I think I'm going to charge like $7.50. Just kidding.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to the zoo. I don't know why they're so thick out here, but they are because there's quite a bit of traffic. And they don't care. They stand in the middle of the street, which it's their street. Shouldn't even be a street. That should be a big patch of grass.
So you hunters, go get them, man. I have no problem. If you kill them, you eat them. So the way it goes.
Have you ever had deer meat?
I've never had like deer steaks, but I've had deer sausages and stuff like that. People bring into work, and I love it. Anything I've had, deer salami, I like.
So you ate the penis of a male deer?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I hope not.
I've had it years ago. And then one of the kids that we went to school with in the winter, his dad always made deer chili. So we'd go over there and all get a big bowl of that and sit in the garage and smoke a doob and then go back to school.
Yeah, my cousin made like deer baked beans with deer meat in there. Really good. Wasn't chili, but kind of it's good stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. And see, I don't know how to cook that shit.
And me neither.
Claudia is that in there says Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, Kelco, whatever his name is. I really don't know who either one of them people are.
He's a football player, and I don't know what the big. I I don't know what the big hype is with them right
No,
now.
it's
She's
because,
in a
oh my
relationship. Is that a
God.
big deal that she's got a boyfriend? I mean,
I don't give a fuck.
I'm still amazed at how I don't know anybody who's into her, but how insanely huge she generates. Her net wealth is like 100 million a year, goes up. It's insane the money.
J-
It blows me away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm when 20,000 people show up outside of your concert with no tickets just to hang out and sing your songs.
No,
That's
see, I'd be
nuts.
going out there and I'd be at least getting $5 from them free fucking loaders.
Like I said, she makes so much, and it's just insane. There was what, a museum that was going to have just a museum of her clothes that she wears on tour, and it was like booked up. You had to reserve to go to this museum, and it was booked up way out. Like, wow, just to see her clothes that she wears on tour.
Oh my God. Yeah, see, I'm not that dude. I mean, I'm a huge like Perfect Circle Tool. You know,
Mhm.
I dig anything Maynard James has done. I'm not that dude that'll like buy a pair of his shoes that he wore on, you know, concert. I just don't care.
Oh no, I don't get into like Tool. I was a huge fan for years, and I couldn't tell you beyond Maynard like who any of the people are, and that's kind of sad. Like and
Oh,
I don't care for the most part. I enjoy the artists for what they are. I don't have to know everything about him, and I don't have to have something of him. I would like to
no.
have a bottle of wine from his vineyard, but other
Yeah.
than that,
And I'm not the autograph dude either.
no, I
I've
think that's
never
stupid.
asked a dude for an autograph.
No. I would hate to be famous and have people like, will you sign this? Will you sign this? Will you sign your autograph? Oh my God.
No,
No, please.
no. Unless I'm endorsing a check you're giving me, get the fuck away from me. I think
I
I'd
saw some
handle being rich and famous awesome.
I saw something recently with Dave Grohl. He's like, I will only sign an autograph if it's something like that's charity related that's going to be sold and I know it's going. He was like, I'm not signing autographs, and but he explains, nicely, but I would hate to have to sit there and explain nicely all the time. You know, it's
What's
just
so special
where how
about
did
it?
that get started that
Yeah,
everyone had to have
it's
someone's
the
autograph?
dumbest fucking thing.
I
Oh,
guess it's
so
for
you can
stamp.
sit there and look at their name? No.
It was the stamp that I guess you actually got to meet this rich, famous person. But
Oh, that's
um,
bullshit.
it's got to be annoying for celebrities that shit all the time.
I did have I was talking to a band and I thought this was really weird of them. It was Smile Empty Soul, and it was when they first came out, and I don't think they've done much. They've had a couple hits, but their biggest one was "I Do It for the Drugs."
Yeah,
I do it for the drugs.
I
Uh,
remember.
well, when I first met them, they were just coming up, and I went and bought their CD, and I was standing there, and I was talking to the guy. He's like, "Oh, you dug those guys?" And I was like, "Yeah, I just went and bought their CD." He's like, "Oh, I'm the drummer," and he goes, "Hold on," and he goes and he brings the other two guys. It's only three of them, and we're sitting there and we're just talking and shit. And one of them pulls out a marker, and he opens my fucking CD. He signs the outside cover and then signs the fucking CD. I was like, "Hey, douchebag, paid $10 for that." I wanted to open it.
Man, I
Why do I need your fucking name twice?
man, I'm trying to think who it was. It wasn't Almonds. It was Greg, or not Greg Almonds. Dwayne Almonds. Dwayne Allman played at the. They used to have Blues in the Park at Decatur.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think it was them, but I went and bought a CD, and he was signing CDs, for people. And I said to him, I always said to myself, if I met someone famous, I wouldn't ask for their autograph. He's like, "So you don't want my autograph?" I was like, "No." And I just took the CD and left.
No, fuck you, Greg.
Dwayne, his
Oh,
son. But
Dwayne.
anyway, It's a great CD, and I still listen to it. But yeah, I didn't ask for it. I'm like, no, you don't sign it.
I think that's a weird thing, and maybe that's my, extra testosterone coming out or something. But I just always have thought that was a weird thing, especially for a dude.
Yeah.
To ask for an autograph.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But now, if he
No doubt.
grabbed your guitar and played your guitar, something like that, maybe. Hey, sign that since you played it.
Yeah.
But
Also, like the people have had Carol Shelby when he was alive, like sign their, or people sign like their dashboard of their car. I don't want somebody's signature
no! Now I got to
I
go
guess
get
it's worth
Armor All.
money. I guess it'll probably increase the value of the car, but I don't know. I just don't want somebody's signature on my dashboard of my car.
If it's one he built, then I don't know. If it made the price higher, fine. But if it did absolutely nothing, no. Get out of my car, old man. You better hope that Miracle Goop gets this shit off.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, real quick,
Okay.
Carol Shelby. I have a buddy down in Texas. He quit his job about a year or so ago and hauls cars all over the place, all the way around, south, all the way up to Chicago, whatever. He gets a call 2 days ago and pick up this 49 MG at the airport. Okay. Sounds decent. So he goes to the airport. This MG's on a pallet. This isn't just a 49 MG. This is Carol Shelby's MG. This is not just Carol Shelby's MG. This is Carol Shelby's first race car.
Oh shit.
So they get this thing off the pallet, and he gets in, fires up, drives it into his trailer, and he's just like, oh my God, I can't believe this just happened. So he's got to deliver it. He goes to where the delivery is. It's the Shelby family museum with all of Shelby's collection of cars there.
Oh.
And they're like, drive it on in.
Yeah. That dude had a boner that whole time.
So he's like, this is, part one, him showing up at the airport. Then part two, he's like, man, what a day.
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff.
Hell yeah. Damn, Evan. 9 o'clock.
That was an hour.
Yep. And I don't know why I started sneezing and then my nose stuffed up.
Yeah.
I apologize. I must
That's
be.
the way it goes.
Oh, man. Anyway, show 93 in the books. We're getting up there. Be show 100. I'm going to have to get a couple. There's always people saying they want to come hang out. I got extra shit to put people on the mic, so maybe we'll get somebody from the chat to come hang out with us one day and have some fun on a Sunday. I need to also get up there, and we need to do a live Saturday show.
Yeah. Anytime. I don't think I'd have anything really in the next month.
Okay.
Two. I had the wedding this weekend. That was significant for me. That was the first time in a year and a half I've gotten I did go to Champaign once, met some family for lunch and came home. Went to a wedding, went to the reception. I put a suit on. I wrapped up my elbows and my left arm so they wouldn't ooze through where I've got like sores and shit. And man, I did it. I handled it well. I didn't have any crazy flare-ups. I kept, myself cool. And that was, man, wearing a suit. I have not had sleeves on. I've not had shoes or dress shoes, or really underwear. Really, in the last year and a half, I've lived in my pajamas, and everything.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that was like, that was a pretty significant thing for me yesterday. To get to go and see family and stuff. And just to do that, where before I was like, I'm not doing, I can't do this,
Yeah.
I feel good. I'm getting there.
Any opinions on the Tupac conspiracies or anything that is shit that I've been watching on YouTube? So it's not really, my theory. So if you want to go check that out, I think it's Vlad TV, the Keefe D interview. It's like 2 hours and 45 minutes. You're going to find out this dude's whole story, but then, you can be the judge of it.
I will check that out. I need to kind of, like I said, that kind of, when that happened, I think I'd only been out of school like a year, and I never really listened to rap. So it was one of those things. I remember Tupac, seeing some videos on MTV, but I really didn't know much about him, and I should go back and revisit him because I have listened to his music.
Yeah. Yeah, you
I
should,
dig on
man.
it some.
All right, gang. Evan, tell them bye.
All right. Well, everybody have a great week. I guess we've already started, being this is Monday night. But
It is.
have a wonderful week, and be good to one another, right, Alan?
That's true. Hey, guys, we love you. Peace. And like he said, be good to one another, damn it. Do something nice. One day this week, go out of your way just to do a nice gesture. Like today, this old lady was crossing the street. She was walking slow, and I think a little on purpose. I took my foot off the gas a little bit,
Nice.
and I let her ride another sunset. So there's my good deed. Peace, guys. We'll see you for show 94 next Sunday. Meet Tanner says bye. Tell him bye, Tanner.
Woo.
See you guys.
Later.